But a lot of people have really gone into this relationship and really gone, sorry for the language, but deep into it. Hi guys, Veggie Gamer back, and we're back to doing Hello Boss Has No Tail reaction videos. Veggie Night. Today we are checking out a video from Charles J. Thomas. Thank you very much, Charles, for letting me do this to react to your content on the channel. So guys, I said like around a week ago that these would be coming out, and the last video that I did, I got several people linking me to this specific video of Midnights. Now, I saw that there was a recent one starring Moxie, but I didn't select that video because so many people selected this one, which is Hello Boss Blitz's Secret Emotional Issue Theory. It's only 5 minutes long, but this sounds intriguing now, and I'm guessing you guys like it because, like I say, this was selected by a lot of you guys. If there's any other particular videos that you want me to check out on Charles's video, please let me know in the comments. Blitz's Secret Emotional Issues. Luna is obviously in the thumbnail, so obviously she's going to be very significant. I wonder if we're going to have anything to do with Stolas, maybe. Oh, and just before we get started, right now, any chance to get this video to exactly 150 likes? Let's get going. Okay. Cool logo, by the way, dude. Seriously.
Helluva Boss is a brilliant show, and what makes it truly great is its cast of entertaining and engaging characters. However, the character that stands out to me most is none other than the titular Helluva Boss himself, Blitz. Blitz is a compelling character for a lot of different reasons. Sure, he's funny and everybody loves a lovable asshole, but I believe there's something more to him.
Good description.
In this video, I hope I can convince you there's more to him as well. Yes, it's only been 3 episodes, but don't worry, it makes total sense to make a character analysis video only 3 episodes into a show. You know, just like how it makes sense to create a bunch of theories on a show that hasn't even aired yet, obviously.
Very true.
Speaking of which, please subscribe. Many people watch my content regularly, yet don't sub. Tragic,
Link in the description, guys. Go and sub to him.
Dreams, Moxie.
What?
I thought I knew you.
So,
Moxie.
who is Blitz? Well, for starters, he's incredibly egotistical and selfish. He seemingly cares very little about the feelings of others. I mean, his favourite pastime is to enjoy the suffering of the homeless. He doesn't even respect the personal boundaries of his friends, and spies on them during intimate moments. Kinda creepy, dude.
What you dreaming about?
However, despite acting like a huge jerk-ass who doesn't care what others think, it's clear to me that he secretly seeks validation and approval from others. In episode 2, ignoring the obvious implication of sexual frustration, we see him act out as the Moxie toy, telling himself that he's a good boss.
True.
And this is probably what he wants the real Moxie to believe. And in episode 3, it's glaringly obvious that Blitz feels the need to prove himself to Veronica despite her clear distaste for him. Why is Blitz
Also
so
defending
desperate
Moxie
for
as well.
respect, even from people he doesn't seem to care about? Personally, I believe that this is because he never got respect from his family, specifically from his sister. I think while Blitz always loved and respected his sister never loved and respected him.
Interesting.
Basically, he has rejection issues. And I think it's this trauma that caused him to develop this coping mechanism, where he feels like he has to treat everybody who doesn't respect him like crap, so that it won't hurt as much when they end up rejecting him. This plot point would also make sense, seeing as Blitz's relationships seem to be a core theme of the season. I mean, if RoboFizz's words echoed from episode 2 in the trailer are anything to go by.
Does anybody love you?
Talking of that scene from episode 2, Blitz seemed genuinely hurt by that comment, so it must have cut deep for some reason. I feel like it definitely has to be about his sister not loving him. His dad may also play a role in this, as in the pilot, Blitz reveals that his father was unsupportive. However, that could have just been a throwaway line for a gag, so let's stick a pin in that one for now. You might be wondering why Blitz doesn't act this way towards Luna, when Luna clearly doesn't love or respect him, and he clearly really wants her to. So my theory on that is that he adopted Luna, thinking that she would love him unconditionally, and that she would respect him no matter what, as his daughter. He thought she had to, and he's probably convinced that she does. This very fact is probably why their relationship is failing.
I didn't need you then, asshole! I don't now.
I think she does to
While
an extent.
Blitz is clearly trying his best to be a good father, I think what he doesn't get is that he needs to actually learn to earn Luna's respect before she can accept him as a father. After all, as we found out in episode 3, Blitz adopted Luna when she was almost 18, so it's not as if he's been looking after her for all of her life. Another reason that he doesn't act that way towards Luna could be because he wants to give her the approval that he never had. In my opinion, I feel like both reasons could be true at the same time. Now you're probably wondering why, if Blitz wants to be loved and respected so badly, would he be so opposed to the one person who would give him what he wants? And if you're not thinking that, I am of course talking about Stolas.
Why, hello, my big-dicked Blitzy.
It actually makes a lot of sense to me why he would want to push Stolas away. As we've established, Blitz makes sure he can't be hurt by the rejection of others, and as such, he wouldn't want to let anybody get close to him, only for them to end up rejecting him as well.
Interesting.
I think he's so scared of rejection that he won't let himself love anybody or let anybody love him, despite that being exactly what he wants. He doesn't want to relive the same pain he went through with his sister as well as Veronica. It's clear to me that Blitz needs someone who can see past his bravado and assholery to help him realize that he can love himself and is capable of being loved by others.
Oh,
he
wow,
clearly loves
that's
Blitz
sweet.
a great deal, and once he feels he can begin to open up to Stolas, sorry for that turn of phrase,
What the fuck?
Language, everyone.
Love
he
it.
can finally be a better friend and boss to the Imp crew, as well as a better father to Looney. And that's why I think Blitz is more than just a funny, lovable asshole. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave it a like if you did, subscribe for more content from me, and feel free to share your thoughts on my theory, as well as share your own theories in the comment section down below. See
Absolutely.
you next time.
Really good, guys. Excellent.
Hell of a
Again, I mean,
lessons.
again, I said this in the video last week from Cartoon Universe. I've never really thought that deeply about these characters, but there are some fantastic points been brought up here. I want to go through the entire thing without pausing because it's 5 minutes long, but I'm going to backtrack now and look over some things and give my quick opinions on them. So I love this theory about the way that how he's acting out in episode 2, I believe it is. It is episode 2, isn't it? With the Moxie and Millie toy. How he wants Moxie and Millie to really see him as a boss. I mean, that's absolutely brilliant. And also what he said about Veronica Mayday, how Blitz is still burnt by that and wants validation from her in a way. What I got from this scene in particular, though, is that this is just after Moxie had tried to, you know, get the parking space back, and all the succubi like leap on him and everything, and then Blitz is really annoyed there. And I remember thinking at the time, yeah, Blitz is like standing up for Moxie as well, and so that's I didn't even think about the Veronica Mayday aspect of it as well, but it's true. He is definitely very, like, her opinions of him are clearly very significant as well. But when I watched this originally, I was like, thing is, guys, I'm obsessed with Moxie. And so when I first saw this, I was just thinking, oh, that's great, because Blitz does kind of treat Moxie like crap a lot of the time. But when someone else treats Moxie like crap, that's a no-no. And that, I think, is really cool. Although Stryker was allowed to treat him like crap. Okay, it's not waterproof, I admit. Now, this is very interesting about Barbie Wire, which I believe I'm getting the name right, guys. Not liking Blitz, because that's something which I haven't even considered. I assumed that if Barbie Wire is going to be coming back at any point, she's going to, like, be saving Blitz. But it's possible that they actually don't get on very well. She's obviously in rehab now. But let's have a look at this image, though, because now I mentioned this character last time, Tila. I'm guessing this character's been dropped. It's a shame. She looks kind of like a cow. I think from a distance, I thought that was the mother, but it does actually say siblings, though, and so supposedly originally Blitz was going to have 2 sisters. Or okay, well, the new poster now says the Imp twins, I believe, and so it's possible that this may be a sister. Still, although this poster now in the whichever episode it crops up on, the actual episode, not the pilot, is missing Tila, and it says twins there. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that Tila's been completely cut, because she just may not be a twin. So it could be that this act was specifically twins. One thing I will say though, and I've seen this image before, is Blitz's expression in it, which is very, very interesting. It's actually something which I've seen in the Instagram pages before. A weird vulnerability that we've never actually seen in the actual episodes themselves. I'm going to open up the Instagram page real quick. Okay, so this one here isn't the best example because this was just after he went missing. If you're new to these Instagram pages, guys, go and check out my Husband Hotel Helluva Boss playlist on the channel. It's got all my videos to do with the series, guys. And we go into the Instagram pages, and Blitz has had a real fascinating storyline in his Instagram pages. But yes, this is after he went missing, guys. More covered in the videos that I talk about, that I just mentioned. But yeah, there is like moments where he does have this weird vulnerability about him. Here's a couple of good images here. This is what I'm talking about. This sort of like sweetness to him. This is not the Blitz that we really see in the episodes. We don't really see this side of Blitz in the episodes. That being said, it is a fact that the Instagrams aren't 100% canon. They're not 100% definitely accurate, is what I'm trying to say. But this innocence, like in his expression, is something that we really haven't seen, apart from in this specific image, where here I think he's looking a little awkward and a little bit worried. And Barbie Wire is not at all. Barbie Wire is clearly extremely confident. And maybe she doesn't treat him right, guys. Again, this is something that I never even started to think about until this video. But that is a very, very interesting point. I think it's highly likely we will see Barbie Wire at some point. If it's going to be series 1 or 2, I'm not sure. But I feel like up until this point I thought that she's going to be coming along and maybe to kick Veronica Mayday's butt when maybe she's attacking Blitz or whatever's going to happen in the next episode, guys. So many theories about episode 6, but maybe she's not going to be a friendly, which I gotta admit is going to add a lot to the show. So that is a fascinating point. It's so true what Charles says about how the episodes tend to be about Blitz's relationships obviously with RoboFears here, Veronica Mayday obviously, Stolas obviously, Striker. They all really are to do with his relationship with other characters, almost in each individual episode. And there's a couple of lines which I guess I kind of saw as throwaway lines here when RoboFears Fizzlerani is by saying, "Does anyone love you, Blitzo?" And the line which Charles mentions about how his dad crushed his dreams, which I think is still a throwaway line. But you never know, guys. I guess we need to meet Barbie Wire to be sure. The thing with the pilot is that it was so chaotic and just joke. I personally can't see them hiding in little nuggets of character development in the pilot specifically. But we'll see though. Maybe, I don't know what Blitz wanted to be. He didn't want to be a clown. We're pretty sure about that. I think we have the shot of him looking kind of miffed, dressed up as a clown. It's in here somewhere, but you know what I mean, where it's showing Octavia's nightmare fuel of seeing Fizzlerani as a child, and then Blitz looking really annoyed, dressed up as a clown. So maybe he didn't want to join the circus at all. Maybe their dad is something to do with the circus as well. Again, this is an aspect of it which I've never really thought about, but it's definitely food for thought. Now, Charles does say in the video that Luna doesn't love or respect Blitz. I think respect is 100% there. Definitely, I think that's the case. I do think she does love him, though, to an extent. I think that she has this front of hating everyone. I don't think she respects anyone at all. Maybe Veronica Mayday and Vortex, of course. But I feel like she does. There's such a nice little look during the pilot, which I only noticed after a few times of watching, where when Blitz is standing up for Luna, and she pulls this nice little smile quickly. Here it is. Ah, so I think she does love him. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of things would contradict that. Like whenever she takes a picture with Blitz, takes a picture with Luna, of course, it usually doesn't end very well. But I think she does. I mean, the fact is, she has that moment where she clearly realizes that she's gone too far with what she says. And she doesn't need to do this, especially with her age, being just before she was 18, or at least just before she was an adult. But here she does feel bad about what she does. Maybe because she could pick up on what Vortex was thinking, because Vortex does like say, "Wow, that was cold," or something like that. But I feel like she does love him. Or maybe she owes him something. There must be a reason why she was adopted just before she was an adult. Maybe something happened to her parents again. This is what Charles was saying at the start of the video. It's ridiculous having all these theories on such a small amount of episodes that we've got. But you know, maybe Blitz did adopt her at that age just so she could have just so he could have a kid that could look after herself, maybe, or something. Or maybe there is more to it. Maybe she was actually adopted because something happened, and so a lot of people have been saying that they really hope that there is a flashback episode specifically around Luna, and I would love that, guys, because I feel like Spring Broken is the closest that we've got to a Luna episode, but I feel like we could actually have a proper Luna episode. I gotta say, all the episodes have really been focused around either Blitz or Moxie so far. Millie is a character that really needs her own episode, guys, and it looked like episode 5 was going to be there, considering it had her parents and everything, but no, it was much more about Moxie. And his like, you know, self-confidence and everything, and obviously the side story with Striker and so on. But I love this idea that Charles goes into about how Blitz is so scared of rejection that he won't allow himself to be loved or to love himself and everything. I think that's a fascinating look into the character, and I think there's definitely something to that. Stardust and Blitz's relationship, guys, is something which has clearly been looked into a lot more by other people than I ever have. Because I always thought it was just a silly, not joke, but like a comical relationship. But a lot of people have really gone into this relationship and really gone, sorry for the language, but deep into it. But I'm loving these theories though, and yeah, I feel like there is definitely so much more to Blitz emotionally than we've really been allowed to see so far. And there absolutely are hints. I mean, Charles goes into them into the video. I can't believe this video is 5 minutes long. Seriously, there's so much good info in this video, and it's so concise. If you've ever seen my videos before, guys, they're not concise at all. They're so freaking, they're full of waffle is what I'm saying. We shall see. Thank you so much, Charles, for allowing me to do this reaction video. This was brilliant. It's looking at these characters in a way which I've never thought about before, and it's really refreshing, and it really makes you feel like there is so much more to these characters. We're just in each episode, we're just like, you know, it's slowly tapping away at the layers, and we're understanding the characters more and more. And Blitz is clearly a character where there's a lot of backstory too, and I hope we get it. The thing with Vivzy Pop stuff is that a lot of it is my brother is an English teacher, and he'd actually mentioned this before, how there'll be like a tiny little reference that's just like poked in somewhere, and we're probably never gonna understand what that reference is. But in Vivzy Pop's world and mind, it's a big thing to do with something in a different ring or something, which we will never actually understand. Which is why a good example is Wacky Wally Wackford appearing in episode 2 for literally 1 second, and then him coming back and being in the episodes even more. It feels a bit weird that would be Wacky Wally Wackford. It could have been anyone else, but the fact that it's this character that we saw a tiny little bit of, but no, there is actually so much more to his character that we're finding out later on. Seems a little bit weird. Not a criticism though, I love it. I just hope that we do actually get a payoff when it comes to Blitz's more emotional side, because it's possible that it'll continue like this, where it is always going to be shrouded in mystery. Maybe we will never meet Barbie Wire. It's very possible we'll never meet Barbie Wire, guys. Maybe we'll never see any more about Luna and his relationship. Maybe, like Stolas' relationship, that will never blossom any further. Maybe we won't actually find out about Luna's backstory. There's so many things that we may not actually end up hearing. And I really hope that we do. Hazbin Hotel is the show where you're actually meant to care more about the actual characters. Particularly Serpentius, of course. And Helluva Boss is more of a silly, freeform chaos. No, chaos. It's chaos. But I do also want to learn more about these characters, because quite frankly, already I care about them and I want to know more about their backstory. Probably particularly Luna. And there is another video that Charles has done, which is to do with a potential backstory for Moxie, which, to be quite honest, I will probably be covering soon, guys, because you know I love Moxie. And so we'll be covering that soon on the channel. If there is any other specific Charles video that you want me to check out, please let me know. And go and subscribe to him, guys. Like I say, only a small amount of his viewers are actually subscribed. That seems to be the norm on YouTube nowadays. I see that a lot around. But definitely go and subscribe and support this guy, because his theories are fantastic. 5 minutes! I can't believe that was 5 minutes long. It felt... There was so much in that video. That's amazing that you're able to put it in such a small video, Charles. Thank you again for letting me react to it. I'm going to go now, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe. All I guess, I'm VeggieKnights, and I'll see you next time.